I talk boxing and MMA like nobody else does. Tune into the FightBig.com podcast show. This is FightBig.com's Rick Deserves podcast.
Uncensored boxing talk for uncensored MMA talk. Tune into the FightBig.com podcast show.
What's up, dudes? It's your boy Rick from FightBig.com coming at you live on YouTube. If you're listening or watching on YouTube, and you can be checking me out on Podbean or FightBig.com streaming right across there. What's up, everybody? It's late Friday. I'm gonna probably put this out Saturday, so early tonight. ESPN 2. We got Edison Miranda fighting Chimlumbla. I'm not gonna even try to say the name right. Just laugh at me. But I'll probably upload that fight. Gonna chill out my lady tonight, so I might get home a little late after the fight. So this week it's not gonna be like up to the minute in the middle of Friday Night Fights uploads. But I got something big for you guys. Not big. It's gonna be my first giveaway. Yeah, contest. People will either love that or hate that, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Back in the day when I had my own little FM show out in New York, I wanted to do a little contest. Back then, I didn't care, you know. I was like, yo, I got some fight posters. I want to give them away. The stupid jerk-off station manager back then was a hater or whatever. He was like, no, you can't do that up here at the station. Wait. Your own personal posters, you can't give them away. I just want to give it away. I was like, dude, they're sitting in my room. Let me give the fucking fight posters away to people, all right? Let me hook some people up, some fight fans up. They're just sitting in my room, chilling. Anyway. Let's get right into it. We're going to talk about all the fight news and all that. But first, I just want to do this. It's really simple. Really simple. It's The Raging Bull, my favorite boxing movie ever. I'll include the pictures. It's a mint. I mean, it's used. Look, I watched the damn thing like 5 times, all right? It's mint. I'll take pictures. The actual DVD, the cover is all right. No plastic rips, nothing like that. Look, it's for free. So check this out. All you have to do is I have 2 fight channels on YouTube. It's Team HBO, one word. Don't do it on there. I want you to go to FightBig.com. I'll put that up right there. And that's my other fight channel. And what you're going to do is, if you want to get in and you want to get a crack at try to win the DVD, all you got to do is comment, but you got to be a subscriber to FightBig.com at YouTube over there on the YouTube. If you're listening to this and you never went to YouTube and check my ugly face out, yeah, buddy, you go over to YouTube, FightBig.com, and you leave a comment, but you got to be subscribed, all right? Now, what I'm going to do in the next podcast, probably next week or a little bit after next week, depending on how things go this week, I might get busy with other stuff. I'm going to put everybody who comments at FightBig.com on YouTube. Everybody who leaves a comment, you can say anything you want. You can say, I suck, dope, just comment on a fight. I'm going to put all your names into a hat during that podcast up to the minute in the next one as I'm reading them on screen, and I'm going to shake everyone's name. I'm going to write everyone's name down who commented up to that minute of when I do the next show, and I'm going to go in easy and take one of the names out, and I'm going to contact you. I'm going to be like, dude, what's up? Congratulations. Do you want the DVD? If you do, you got to give me your address so I can send it to you, all right? So with the little ads I got going on here, whatever, it should cover the mail, expenses. Because let me tell you something. When you see ads pop up on YouTube, people, on this channel alone, the Fight Big here on YouTube, doesn't pay big money like people think, especially when you don't have major mega hits. But I have other channels. I got a bunch of stuff going on. I got websites. I got this. I got that. So I could I could hook somebody up with a DVD, once in a while. If it goes well, as far as people subscribing to me on FightBig.com at YouTube, yo, I'm going to do more because I got a bag full of DVDs. And like I said, Raging Bull, directed by Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro. I mean, it's the best movie ever. I don't want to get into it. This isn't a movie show. But, dude, it's a biopic on Jake LaMotta's life story. It's freaking awesome. Best fight movie ever. Yeah, I like Rocky and all that. But Rocky isn't real, all right? Raging Bull is real. This is Jake LaMotta we're talking about. It's awesome. It's awesome. Really good stuff. Shot in New York. All good. Shot not not too far from where I'm at. Some scenes were over close by, whatever, and blah, blah, blah. So you guys do that. I hope you follow me on that, and I hope one of you regular listeners win our listenership. I appreciate anybody listening. If it's one person or 20 or 50, it's all good. So unfortunately, Angelo Dundee, Muhammad Ali, the legendary trainer, he passed away at 90. I didn't even know he was 90. But that just sucks, you know. So I know he's thriving on another level because I believe in life after death. That's why I try to refrain, dudes, from saying R.I.P. Everyone says R.I.P. Everyone thinks differently. But I think that when you go, you thrive somewhere else. You know, the soul goes somewhere else. Anyway, I don't want to get too heavy with that. Look, let's talk about Guillermo Rigondeaux. A lot of people were like, I was checking him out. Is he going to be a star? Oh, he's boring. We seen him, you know, last week. His coming out party, it was 10 rounds or whatever. Didn't look spectacular as far as a big knockout or whatever. But I argue this. Okay, he doesn't speak English right now. My argument is, I think he can be a big star. I think anybody can be a big star in boxing if they promote him right and he's on the big channels like HBO, which he was, right? If they keep winning. Because Floyd Mayweather, I mean, I was like sleeping through most of his career. I'm sorry. He's a great fighter. Not hating. Everyone thinks you're hating if you're talking bad about a fighter. I'm not hating. I'm just talking facts, all right? And look, he's a big star now. Everybody's like, oh, Floyd's boring. No knockout. Nobody outside like Gaddy, a couple other people. But he's boring. He's boring. He's boring. But he's a star. Is he not? Am I lying? He's a star. We got Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fighting Marco Antonio Rubio. I looked at his record. I've seen him before. You've seen him before if you're into boxing. Not that great. Chavez should win that fight. I'm not impressed with Chavez. He's being built up. But the real big fight that I want to talk about is Nonito Donaire versus Wilfredo Vazquez. This is later on today. I'll probably have this podcast out like tonight on Saturday night, of course. I have to get it out. So, look, Nonito Donaire is awesome, all right? He didn't look too spectacular in his last fight, or, you know, I'm doing this by memory. I just people complaining or whatever. You can't look like Muhammad Ali every time you come out there. You can't look like, you know, you're gonna have some like Sergio Martinez, some bad style matchups, but they still get the job done. Donaire, Wilfredo Vazquez Jr. If you know, they're gonna go out in the featherweight division here. If you watched Vazquez Jr., he lost one fight prior to him beating a bum recently. And he's a young guy. He's 27. I don't think he had an amateur record of much or something like that. But anyway, long story short, he had an amazing fight with Arce. He took a lot of shots. His father stops it in the 12th round. It's a great fight. Cortez was looking. He was going to jump in, but the father did it. His father's a trainer, Vazquez Sr., who was his former champion. Anyway, my prediction, Nonito Donaire takes Vazquez Jr. out. Finito, all right? My man Vazquez Jr. took a lot of shots from a guy who shot more than Arce. Love Arce, he's great. I'm a fan of his, all right? He's a man. He's the man, dudes. But he was nailing too many left hooks and straight rights on Vazquez Jr. I think Nonito Donaire, classic left hook, boom! He's going to take him out and finish him early. When I say early, I mean with inside 7 rounds. I think that Nonito Donaire could take this man out early. So it could happen anywhere between 1 and 7. If not, he's going to win the fight regardless. If I'm wrong, I'll be back with a plate with a fake crow in it. If I can find one like a prop, and I'll be eating it. Yeah, just for you guys. So anyway, so the world of boxing is going on, and last week's show is doing good. I see the hits because Cotto versus Mayweather is going down, and I basically predicted the fight before they fought because I had a feeling they were going to fight because I was reading a lot of press and stuff like that. If you want to know how I knew that, someone was asking on YouTube about that. You ever get that sick feeling? Like I had this feeling a lot as a boxing fan. When you order a pay-per-view and you wake up the next day and you're like, oh my God, why do I feel sick? Why do I feel like I just got the shit kicked out of me and I feel like I got robbed? You know, it's because I bought a fucking fight who I knew the winner was going to be. I don't want to see another fight where I know the guy is going to be outmatched. Cotto's a great fighter. Reading some of the comments here on my own channel, Team HBO. And you see somebody wrote, this is on YouTube, what's with all the Cotto hate? Let's see, you guys, wow, the comments are just going on. Some cool dudes here, by the way. What's with all the Cotto? I read it somewhere earlier, so I can't shout you out, dude. But yeah, as far as that go, I'm not hating on Cotto. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I don't understand what all the Cotto hate is, because the only 2 losses that Cotto had is a Margarito, the probably cheat on Pacquiao and all this good stuff. Yappity yap yap yap, and it's all good, dude. Yeah, I know your point. But Floyd is on another level, and when you're dealing with boxing that I could see on this level, you know, it's just a mismatch, in my opinion. So I don't want to pay $50-$60 for another fight where I know the guy's gonna win. It pisses me off. All right, I don't want to wake up the next day and feel like, damn, I got robbed. So I can assure you all, no joke, I can assure you all, Floyd Mayweather versus Cotto, I will be buying. I can't help it. I'm a sick bastard. I can't help it. I keep ordering these things. I can't freaking help it. I want to be a part of this. So, and I don't want to try to link into some illegal thing online and all that. I want to see this thing in HD on a 50-something inch screen in my crib. So, I'm going to buy it. I can't help it. And I'm going to come crying about it after, you know, Floyd just dominates Cotto, you know? And there's no Cotto hate. Cotto's an awesome dude. I think he's great. I think he's a gentleman. He's a great ambassador to sport. But I can go on and on and on about this. It is what it is. This is what I think. And if you go back and look at a lot of my predictions, I'm getting hot all of a sudden. A lot of my predictions, you know, a lot of them come true as far as when I say who's going to win a fight, unlike Teddy Atlas. Love Teddy Atlas's work, but he sucks. He can't predict fights. You know, the guy's on point with a lot of stuff, and he has some biases or whatever. No one's perfect, but he sucks at picking fights. How could you know so much about a sport? Know where the guy's standing, a left hook, right hook, know how to train someone, but yet you can't see an obvious win. Who's going to win a freaking fight? I think Teddy should tune into my channel, start listening to me predict a fight, and then go on ESPN Live and, you know, start saying who's going to win, because he'd be more on point and you get more respect in the boxing world. Yeah. Say what's up to some people. What's up to the Flawless? What's up to Mr. Superfly? Yo, big up, man. Real talk, Rick. Always speaking the truth, dude. Say it like it is. The fight is BS, but every now and then we see a fight that reminds us of why we love it. Yeah, good luck to Cotto. That career payday. Take care of your family and then chill, but May 5th is boxing BS at its best. Damn. Yeah, Mr. Superfly, you got that right. And big ups to a couple other people. Restless Minds, shout out to you. I don't see his name right here. Mustang, you know who I'm talking about. What's up to you, my regular listeners and viewers? Respect to everybody that listens to me, because like I said, if I have one person listening, I'm going to be talking, because I'm the dude like that. I'll be in like Starbucks talking about, yeah, did you see that fight? Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Talking about boxing. People think I'm a maniac. They're like, is this guy for real? What kind of drugs are you on? I'm like, no, this is really me, you know? We're going to move on here. We got UFC this weekend. It's going to be a big deal. That Nick Diaz cat, he looks really cool. I want to see the fight a lot. I'm looking at the UFC. I always say it's an appetizer to boxing, because it's healthy. UFC is exciting and it's good for boxing. We need competition, so they stepped their freaking game up so we can see like guys like Pacquiao, Mayweather actually happen, and it's not. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna be watching UFC. This is UFC 143. It's all going down. Pay-per-view, of course, Saturday today. It's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna have the box going. I gotta tell you guys, I spend too much money on all this stuff, really. I spend a ton of money on watching the fights. I think that Floyd Mayweather would probably fight Pacquiao if he can get $100 million straight up, and that's never going to happen, all right? Because it's not realistic. So, like I said long ago, Floyd could keep fighting Victor Ortiz's and that level of fighter and let that happen. Speaking of Victor Ortiz, Berto hurts his bicep, his arm, whatever. It's a previous injury. I don't think he's faking it, but you never know. I think that that would have been the fight of the year, one of the fights of the year, top 3 possibilities, potential, because we already seen them get it on. It was an amazing, awesome fight. Loved it. And it's all, I said we're going to talk about that this week. It's going to be a hard call. So they're not fighting, so I'm not going to call it. I'm not going to predict it. I'm not going to say what I think about it outside of maybe, you know, hopefully he heals up and they actually fight again. You never know. Boxing's a weird game. All right, dudes. So it's your boy Rick saying peace. I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks for checking me out, and have an epic fight weekend. Whatever you're watching, enjoy it. Peace.
For uncensored boxing.